like a Hellcat.
The Philippine Merchant Marine Academy is the first and oldest maritime institution in Asia at 200 years. Pioneering maritime education with a strong heritage has made it the leading maritime school it is today. The PMMA was originally named Escuela Nautica de Manila. It was created by virtue of the Spanish Royal Decree issued in 1820 and founded as a school for merchant marine officers. The first campus was located in Intramuros, Manila. Since the Spanish era, the school has been producing distinguished alumni. One such graduate was Captain Pascual Ledesma. Captain Ledesma led Filipino officers of the Spanish Royal Navy to join the Philippine Revolution under General Emilio Aguinaldo. He later became Commander of the Philippine Navy, Aga y Palmero and Juan Luna. The school was temporarily closed during the Revolution, but it was not until 1913 when Don Ramon Fernandez, the president of the Ship Owners Association, recognized the need to reopen the academy. Now called the Philippine Nautical School, the school addressed demand for trained merchant marine officers. Don Ramon Fernandez would later become the first Filipino superintendent of the PNS. By this time, students were being educated in a nautical course, consisting of a 2-year residency plus a 2-year apprenticeship at sea. During World War II, the school extended its training from nautical officers to marine engineers and seamen. After the war, the PNS was revived under the Department of National Defense, which converted it into a 2-year residential college due to the need for Filipino merchant marine officers to replace their American counterparts. The school experienced another revival in 1963 with its new charter and a new name, the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy. The newly minted PMMA offered students a degree in Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, major in Navigation and Seamanship, and major in steam engineering and electricity. This would also mark the restoration of residency requirements, one that is practiced to this day. From within the stone walls of Intramuros, the school was relocated to Fort Bonifacio, which would last for 31 years, before transferring to its current home in San Narciso, Zambales in February 1998. Today, the PMMA sits in a 60-hectare former United States Naval radar station. The institution has seen many changes throughout the years, but its storied past has contributed to its strength as the authority in maritime education. Today, the PMMA takes pride in its long-running history. It is an institution that offers a premier maritime education unlike any other. This is reflected by a student population that has been selected through a stringent process. The admission process begins with a nationwide examination taken by an estimated 8,000 to 10,000 applicants, comprised of individuals from the upper 10% of their graduating class. Roughly 3,000 will pass the exam, which is followed by a series of psychological and medical tests. Around 500 candidates will make it to the shortlist, and this group will be subjected to a month-long orientation period, where individuals will begin adapting to their new environment. Only those who survive will be formally accepted to the PMMA as part of its corps of midshipmen. Here in its Zambales home, future Navy, Coast Guard, and maritime officers live a life of stringent training and academic work, one that is fraught with challenges and even greater rewards. The journey begins with choosing from 2 free higher education 4-year degree courses, Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation and Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering. Master's degrees in shipping management and maritime education and training are also offered for those who'd like to further advance their knowledge. Cadets live on campus on their first, second, and fourth year. On their third year, they embark on international shipping vessels for their apprenticeship. Here, they are further immersed in their studies. By applying concepts learned at the academy, cadets return to campus on their fourth year for the final phase of their studies. The demands of a merchant marine officer call for a training that covers a wide variety of skills like no other. These skills are covered by the following courses: Basic Training, Basic Training Updating, Basic Training Refresher Updating, Advanced Training in Firefighting, Advanced Training in Firefighting Refresher, Ratings Forming, part of Navigational Watch, Ratings Forming, part of Engineering Watch, Proficiency in Handling a Free-Fall Lifeboat, IMO Model Course 6.09, IMO Model Course 6.10. The Philippine Merchant Marine Academy envisions itself to be an educational. Hence, it is our mission to develop competent Marine, Naval, and Coast Guard officers for shipboard and shore-based positions, and to spearhead the improvement in maritime education, training, and research. The PMMA follows standards set by the International Convention on Seafarers' Standards of Training, Certification, and Watchkeeping Standards of 1978 as amended in 2010. For cadets of the PMMA, every privilege is earned and utmost respect for authority is highly valued. Ultimately, one's success is gained not only within the four walls of the classroom, but through an intense level of training that will develop the right attitude, eventually molding each one into an officer and a gentleman. As a result, PMMA produces top caliber graduates who leave the school grounds ready to work.